Conchservation campaign has commenced, but fret not, this effort is a little different than you might think. Its goal is to keep Bahamians eating conch. Conchservation wants to get the conversation going amongst us all on the need for and tools to conserve conch.
The campaign is bringing together everybody, essentially researchers, government organizations, non-governmental organizations, Bahamians, visitors. We want to educate as many people as we can about conch biology and what we can do together to ensure that there's conch salad and conch fritters and crack conch to eat for tomorrow. The ultimate goal of the campaign is a sustainable queen conch fishery in the Bahamas. But to get there, we have to take the baby steps. We have to share information, we have to get feedback, and we have to start talking about smart ways of using that resource.
When you consider the importance of conch to our way of life, the fact that it's a significant aspect of the Bahamian diet, and the fact that I eat conch just about once per week, I thought it important not only politically but personally to be here as a part of this launch, because I think it is necessary for there to be broadened public awareness and public understanding of the resource itself.
The Conchservation campaign aims to reach far and wide, to bring as many guys, gals, groups, parties, people, and platforms to the conversation.
Back in 2000, I had a nice conch dinner at Castaways in Nassau Village. And as I was driving away from there, I was wondering, at some point in time, there's going to be no more conch. Because with all the tourists eating conch and the Bahamians eating conch, at some point we may have a crisis. And so I came up with the song, No More Conch. Oh Lord, what you can do, no more conch on the menu. And I was hoping that it would strike a chord.
And conch is a topic that should strike a chord with Bahamians. There are things that all Bahamians need to know to be knowledgeable in ensuring that the conch population is ever present.
The first thing people can do is learn what a sexually mature conch looks like. And to do that, you look at the shell. You want a flared lip and a thick lip. Ideally, you want that lip to be 15 millimeters thick. That way you know that conch has very likely already at least had one chance to sexually reproduce. A female conch can lay up to 400,000 eggs at a single time. So if you remove a juvenile conch, you're essentially removing 400,000 potential new conchs from the system.
Part of our work is studying the relationship between the lip thickness of the conch shell and the sexual maturity of the conch. Something interesting thing that we found out is that the thickness of the lip needs to be at least 15 millimeters thick, and a lot of people don't think in metric terms, so it's a little over a half-inch thick at the thickest part of the lip. And that at that point you can be sure that the conch that you're looking at is sexually mature and has had a chance to reproduce.
Conchservation is about doing it the right way, engaging in a national discussion before instilling any management decisions. The campaign is not banning conch, nor is it telling people not to eat conch. It is a democracy campaign, a conchtocracy.
The Conchservation campaign is really about conversation. We really and truly want to talk to Bahamians, find out how they feel about conch. And conch is an iconic resource. It is a symbol to Bahamians of happiness and fun and, a wonderful Sunday afternoon. So we can't imagine having Sunday afternoons without conch. Because we're going to be visiting communities. We're going to be holding public meetings. Jared Dillett, who is our Conchservation campaign manager, will be visiting, talking to people, talking to fishermen, talking to restaurateurs, talking to the general public about conch. And what you can do is you can join us in the Conchservation campaign. There's going to be many opportunities for you to become a member of Saving Conch in the Bahamas.
But it's not just the general public, it's also the fishermen, it's the government with marine resources, it's the marine houses, the marine exporters, it's the restaurants who sell the conch. So we're looking for all facets of society so that we can reach a solution that will accommodate most people so that in generations to come we still have conch. Most of the Caribbean have fished out their conch and they don't have conch anymore.
The Bahamas National Trust wants every single Bahamian to join in this conchservation conversation. It's imperative that all Bahamians actively involve themselves in the discussion so that we all have a hand in handing down our culturally singular custom of conch.
We welcome feedback and we welcome your comments.